Right, before we get into this video, let me explain to you why I'm making it in the first place. So, I was playing Siege and I noticed someone running around with an R4-C without any attachments whatsoever. So I dropped him a message and the reply I got was quite shocking. And he was confident that the R4-C were better without any attachments at all. Now, I know people have got different play styles and people play much differently to each other, but I just couldn't understand that, so I did what any normal person would do and spend all day making a video just to prove a point, and this is why I'm making this video. So the whole point of this video is to prove that the R4-C is better with attachments. It don't matter what attachments you pick, it's just overall better with attachments. So I haven't even introduced myself, so let's get straight into the video and I'm going to start with an introduction. Hello, AniCod here, and today I thought we'd have a look at Ash's R4-C and test out some groups, see what the weapon's like with some attachments, without some attachments. We're not going to test each individual attachment separately because the video will probably last an hour long, but we'll start by having a look at the weapon. So it's a pretty decent weapon. She's a 3-speed operator. And as you can see there, the fire rate is very good. Damage is 39, which is above average as well. The mobility is maximum at 50 and a 30 round mag, which is pretty much basic for them all. So there's lots and lots of attachments you can put on this weapon, and like I mentioned before, we're not just going to sit around and start going through every single attachment. So there's 3 scopes what you can have. You've got the holographic, the reflex and the red dot sight. For me, my favourite personally is probably the reflex. Everyone's got their own preferences, but I just like the little triangle and the bullets land at the top of the triangle, nice and easy. You've also got suppressor. Just remember that the suppressor lowers your damage, so if you're willing to take that loss, then fair enough. You've got a flash hider, which hides the muzzle flash, which is really good and reduces small burst recoil. You've got the compensator, which reduces the recoil over time for rapid firing. You've got muzzle brake, which reduces overall weapon kick of single shot firing. And you've also got the extended barrel, which gives you full damage over a longer range, so you can sit further back and you can still get full damage and pretty much turn any weapon into a marksman, so to speak. There's obviously advantages and disadvantages to that, but we're not going to go into it in this video. You can also get a vertical grip. You can't get an angled grip with this weapon, but you can with Ash's other weapon, but again, we're not going to go into that. We're looking at the R4-C today. So the vertical grip, we're going to have a look at that as well, and we're going to test it out because it is well worth having. You can also get a laser. If people have watched my videos before, they know my take on lasers. I'm not a big fan when playing multiplayer. Again, it's your preference. It's up to you if you want to use it or not. I'll be testing it out in this video anyway, so you'll be able to see. So let's get straight into it then. So this is what the gun looks like, or a variation of when you've got some attachments on it. I know there's a million skins now. You might run different muzzle attachments, but it's actually quite a nice looking gun. Remember what I said before as well about its high mobility. You can run into rooms nice and fast paced, catch defenders out, spray them down. So first things first then, this is hip firing without any attachments whatsoever. As you're going to see, it's probably not the best weapon to burst fire with. We've got a short range and we're going to push out to a sort of medium range. We're not going to go long range on this test just because it'll be a complete waste of time because there'll be bullets flying all over the place. So to be honest, you shouldn't be hip firing at a long range anyway. So let's have a look with the attachments then. Now this is just with some normal attachments what I've picked. I haven't picked anything special, I've just slung some on. You can probably get these groupings a lot smaller if you pick your attachments logically. Like I said, I just put some on. So again, short range and a medium range, and what I've done is I've actually took snapshots of both the fires and I've put them into a little picture so you can see. And if we have a look at the picture right now, you can see that on the left with the attachments, the right is without the attachments, and it's actually a big difference on hip fire. So straight away it's worth just slinging something on your gun. It is worth just running attachments. So now we've got what most people do is aiming down sights. So this is without any attachments whatsoever. We're going to do a short, a medium and a long. So that will be short, this is the medium, and we're going to go out to the back steps for the long range. And it's a little bit hectic when you haven't got any attachments on, because as you're going to see right now, the bullets go onto the roof. But I'll stand back and take a snapshot straight back so you can compare. But yeah, I mean, let's face it, no one's going to be holding full auto and not controlling the recoil. But it's just to give you an idea anyway of the difference that the attachments actually make, even when you've put no thought into what you're putting on. So again, it's just some generic attachments what I've slung on. I haven't slung on anything special. I've got the laser on and I've got the grip, and to be fair, it's going to be the grip what does most of the work here. So we've got a short range, there's the medium range. Again, because we're pushing out quite far, it will go up onto the roof still, but it should be a lot better than it actually was before. But we'll have a look. Again, I've done a comparison so you can have a look for yourself. So that's it, 30 rounds, and it's gone right up onto the ceiling. Again, you're going to be fighting this recoil anyway, but this is just a guideline to give you some indication of what the attachments actually do. So if we get the comparison up then, on the left is with the attachments, on the right is without, and as you can see, it makes a huge difference. That was the grip what we're doing that. Like I say, what I'm going to do, I'm going to test each individual attachment out and make a separate video on every attachment, so you can make your own mind up really. All I will say is the attachments are there. Pick your play style and pick the attachment that reflects that play style. Don't just look at your favourite YouTuber and think he uses it and he gets 5Ks and aces, and so I'm going to get the same. Different play styles require different attachments, and everyone plays differently. So that's just something to take on board and bear in mind. So this has been my first proper Rainbow Six Siege video. To be honest, it was just a little bit of a tester. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like. If you've got any suggestions or anything you want to see, feel free to leave it in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to make the video. I'm going to try and get a Rainbow Six Siege video out every week if I can, around the other content that I've got. If you want to see more, feel free to subscribe as well. It'll be nice to see you. And thanks for watching, everyone. Much appreciated. And take care.